This is an Hecate update. For those of you that have been feeling the call of Hecate, you know, and if you are seeing this video and you haven't heard her call, you most likely will. I'm preparing you. I recorded a video a few weeks ago where I talked about that I'm feeling the call of Hecate. I'm seeing birds everywhere. Yesterday, I was driving on the freeway with my husband, and a ginormous bird flew over the top of our car, came down to the front of our car, and almost hit our windshield. When I tell you, this bird reared up with its talons and its wings in panic because it thought it was going to hit our windshield, and we got to see the full breadth and wingspan of this hawk right inches from our faces. I am not exaggerating. So if that is not a total call from Hecate, I don't know what is. And I couldn't really understand why she was calling to me. I was telling my husband, I don't understand the call of Hecate. I understand the premise. I understand that she's here to help us balance our shadow and our light, and to come to terms with the shadow dark sides of ourselves. But I didn't understand how that applied to me because I feel like I've done a lot of integration. I've done a lot of healing. So why was she calling to me? What was her specific message? And then I watched the video of a message from the aliens, which if you are not following this creator, I'm going to tag her down below. Make sure you do, because she channels aliens and she talks to you almost every day. She channels specific aliens that have names, and many of them are very old and have been around for a very long time. Her message today was from Hecate. Apparently, Hecate, this goddess that we have been feeling the call from, has been around for eons, for generations of time, through many worlds and many different cycles and phases of humanity. And she said she had a special channeled message from Hecate. So you bet my ears perked up, because I was just telling my husband yesterday that I need more direction. I need more definitive facts and understanding as to why Hecate is calling to me. And she basically said that the divine feminine needs to awaken. The divine feminine needs to step into her power as this new earth is ushered in. And all of a sudden, it made so much sense to me. We are being called as a feminine collective to wake up and to rise, to step into our divinity. And it is what I talk about constantly on my page. Women need to understand the prize that they are. Women need to heal from this messaging and this programming that we need to be chosen in order to have worth and value. Women need to step in their divine role as the bridges or the stewards that usher in new earth. And how do we usher in new earth? By connection, by building bridges of understanding, by opening hearts. And feminines have a distinct role in doing this when it comes to the divine masculine. That is what Hecate is calling us to do as feminines. She is calling to men to balance their feminine, to balance their femininity within them, to face themselves, to face their emotions, to be okay with their emotions, to heal their inner children so that they can then be stable, steady anchors for women and children to experience their range of emotions, and to provide protection for the divine feminine as she steps into her role. Not only physical protection, but emotional protection. First and foremost, emotional protection. And the only way that the divine masculine can afford emotional protection to the feminine is by facing his own emotions and healing them first. Hecate is calling to all of us to balance this within ourselves. And I'm going to tell you right now, sometimes in my videos, I'm angry. Sometimes in my videos, I'm angry at the masculine. And at first I thought, this isn't really building bridges here. I should maybe quell this. I should maybe dumb it down and sugarcoat it a little bit. But after today's message and after understanding fully what Hecate is asking of us, I will not quiet my anger and rage at the masculine, because it is needed. It is the dark feminine. It is the dark side. Anger at the way we've been treated, anger at the patriarchy, can be a fueling force for women to demand more, for women to be alone and heal, and to not rely on a masculine to choose them, to think they have self-worth. That is true liberation. And that is the call of the divine feminine. And sometimes that takes rage for her to understand what she's put up with and how small she's played and step into her divinity and her power. It takes anger to fuel that. So I will not apologize anymore for that anger. And divine feminines, do not apologize for it. That is the balancing of the dark feminine so that we can build the bridges and do the work of the divine feminine and ushering in the new earth. And that is the call of Hecate.